Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKadosh. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to you, Akim and Akwat, out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. All right, so hey, today's topic is on, all these people, all right, the mandates, all right, that were previously instated, all right. There's situations going on with those, all right, reinstating employees and, banning people, removing bans on people not having the you-know-what, all right. That's more likely going to go up on my backup channel for the, the reason being that the topics we're talking about, E's going to get all heated over. And so, hey, so it'll more than likely be up on the backup channel. All right. So, hey, let's read a couple of these articles. This is from Fox News. It says New York Supreme Court reinstates all employees fired for being un-you-know-what, orders back pay. It says state Supreme Court found that being you-know-whatted does not stop the spread of you-know-what. All right, so hey, man, this whole time, they're saying, oh, you got to get the thing, you got to get the thing, you got to get the thing. All right, you can't go here if you get the thing. All right, we're not going to hire you if you don't have the thing. All right, you can't go in this building if you don't have the thing. You can't go here if you don't have the thing. All right, that's what they've been doing. All right, but now they're finding out, and they're not finding out. They're releasing the information. They've been known. All right, they've been known. Way when this thing first started coming out. I remember I made a lesson. All right, dealing with might have not been when it first came out, but last year, all right, early last year I believe too. There was articles and studies already going on by Norway, all right, finding side effects, all right. But okay, of course, the American media is going to cover that up, but hey, so they're not just finding this out, all right. They've known, all right. Now all these people that went and got the thing are all fucking upset, all right, because they got, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 top offs, all right, you know what I mean by the top off, I don't want to say the word, all right, but hey, the getting the resupply, all right, getting the refill, so to speak, all right, now you got those people, they're pissed off, all right, and then of course you have the hardcore, diehard ones that, I'm going to continue getting them. All right, and those are just fucking idiots. All right, those people are just fucking idiots. It says, let's continue on. It says a New York Supreme Court ordered all New York City employees who were fired for not being you-know-whatted to be reinstated with back pay. So not only are they getting reinstated, they're getting their jobs back. They're getting paid for all the time that they weren't there. All right, so hey, man, there you go. It says the court found Monday that being you-know-whatted does not prevent an individual from contracting or transmitting the you-know-what. It says New York City Mayor Eric Adams claimed early this year that his administration would not rehire employees who had been fired over their you-know-what status. It said New York City fired roughly 1,700 employees for being you-know-whatted early this year after the city adopted a you-know-what mandate under former Mayor Bill de Blasio. It says many of those fired were police officers and firefighters. All right, and here's a post from Marina Medvin. It says New York State Supreme Court reinstates all fired you-know-what employees, orders back pay, says the state violated rights, acted arbitrary and capricious, notes being you-know-what does not prevent an individual from contracting or transmitting you-know-what. All right, so hey, let's see what they got. Let's read it. It says, let's see what we got in here. Let's see, is there anything in here? Yeah, down here you can see that it says, well, you can't see it, but the second one up from the bottom, it said order, it says entitled to back pay. All right, and the one before that says that the terminated petitioners are hereby reinstated. All right. And then up the second one from the top said, the two top ones say, ordered that a declaratory judgment is granted in that the Commissioner of Health and Mental Hygiene order dated October 2021 violates the petitioner's substantive and procedural due process rights pursuant to New York Constitution article. And then the bottom says that the declaratory judgment is granted in that this court finds that the commissioner lacks the power and authority to permanently exclude the petitioners from their workplace. So, hey, there you go, man. Let's see what people think about it. Yeah, talks about the Democrats. Wow, this is massive. Huge win for sanity. Let's see. Finally, fantastic news. Right here, look. This person, William, says, I regret getting it. I didn't have the luxury of waiting. Good for them. It says, yeah, have a lot of side effects, did you? This person says, name one. This person said, extreme pain in both legs, lasted 3 months, and started 5 days after my first Moderna. Doctor said it was a severe side effect of the thing. All right. So, hey, there you go. And somebody I knew actually, I think got that same one and was experiencing leg problems as well. So, hey, that's why you don't get that shit. Okay? Says, FDNY Uniformed Firefighters Association President Andrew Ansbro and FDNY Uniformed Fire Officers Association President Lieutenant James McCarthy condemned Adams early this year after the mayor allowed an exception to the mandate for athletes and performers, because they know athletes and performers would be fucking falling dead on stage if they got that shit. Says even as firefighters were still being fired over their status, the pair called on the city to expand the exception to all New Yorkers. Says New York City won't rehire un-you-know-what workers, mayor said. Says, we are here to say that we support the revocation of the mandate that the mayor announced on Thursday, McCarthy said. We think it should be extended as well. We support the revocation of the mandate for athletes and performers that work in New York City. We think that the people that work for New York City should also have the mandate relocated for them. Says, if you're going to remove the mandate for certain people in the city, you need to remove it for everyone in the city, Ansbro said. If you're going to follow science is going to tell you there isn't any danger right now, and putting hundreds of firefighters, police officers, and other emergency workers out of work is not in the best interest of the city. It's not safe. So, hey, there you go. So there's one. All right, let's grab some scriptures. Let's grab a scripture. Let's get Isaiah 10:1. It reads, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. All right, so hey, let's and that one's titled The Woe of Tyrants. We can get verse 2 as well. To turn aside the needy from judgment and take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. All right, and these are all the things that Esau Edom does. All right, this is their lifestyle. All right, they're liars. All right, murderers. All right, they institute unrighteous decrees that benefit them and nobody else. All right, hey, that's what these people do. All right. Let's grab another one. It's Isaiah 31:1. All right. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. All right. These people don't, you people. All right, they don't seek the Lord. All right, Esau, Edom, of course, because the Lord isn't for them. All right, and you people also aren't seeking the Lord. All right, you've instead decided to entrust Esau with everything. All right, your health. All right, your money. All right, your well-being. All right, what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Hey, you look to Esau for all those things, and he's not a person to set an example, man. All right, and it says Egypt. Well, what do we mean Egypt? Well, we know now. We've known that America is, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt. All right. So hey, these Edomites, okay, they're ruling over us like in a similar fashion that the Hamites, all right, the Egyptians did, all right, the Egyptians did, all right. We've been in captivity then, we're in captivity now, all right, and there's a lot of you people that just refuse to admit it, all right. Let's get, let's grab a couple more articles. Let's read this article and then a little bit of the other one, all right, and then, hey, we'll close out. This is, let's see, this is from Reuters. It says, Italy to end ban on health workers, not you-know-what, against you-know-what. All right? It says, Milan, October 28th, Reuters, Italian doctors and nurses suspended from work because they are not you-know-what against you-know-what will soon be reinstated. New Health Minister Orazio Shalaki, I don't know how to pronounce those Italian names, Slovakia, said on Friday. It said, the move is motivated by a worrying shortage of medical personnel together with the declining cases of that. It says the new government will also cancel fine imposed on anybody over 50 who had not got you-know-whatted, he added. I guess they were, there's fines, at the hospital if you were, un-you-know-what. Ah, man, it's crazy shit. It says a measure is being finalized that will allow the reintegration into service of health staff subjection to suspension proceedings for non-compliance with compulsory you-know-what before the expiry date of suspension, he said in a statement posted on the ministry's website. Now, that's the other thing. You're also seeing a lot of people go into cardiac arrest. All right, you're seeing people have all sorts of health issues, and it's getting to the point, where now they're normalizing heart attacks, and normalizing these other heart conditions, normalizing dropping dead on stage or passing out or having these crazy conditions, and it's just something that's happening because of diet or environmental stuff, and they're all these things started happening after the you-know-what. They just don't want to admit it, but now it's getting to the point where it's really hard to hide. All right, it's getting really hard to hide. All right, what was the title of this lesson? Can't hide it now, can you? All right, or something along that effect. It could change, but hey, it's getting harder and harder for these people to hide it. All right, the Most High is revealing them. So a lot of these people that even got the first and the second, you-know-what, are now saying, "What the fuck was that for?" I already got the. Here's something. Somebody in my family, not technically not even in my family. Someone that was married to someone in my family at one point in time, a female. That was the wife of one of my relatives. All right, she's got the thing. Of course, she was like one of the first because she works in government. All right, so she was one of the first to actually be able to get the thing. All right, so she got it, and then after that, she's gotten all the subsequential, I'll just say boosters. All right, the boosts. All right, she got all of them. All right, I think I'd be very surprised if she didn't get the newest one. Because she stays up to date and she makes sure her kids and everyone in the house stays up to date on that shit too. All right. And, they recently got sick with the shit. All right. I've had it once. All right. And they've had it, multiple times now. Okay. And I didn't get the you-know-what. And they got the you-know-what and all the boosts. Okay. And here I am, only got it once, and here they are getting it all the time. Well, maybe you go out. No, they stay in house all the fucking time. All right, I'm going out quite frequently. All right, I'm going out quite frequently. Okay, but they don't even go out that much. All right, other than to work. All right, so hey, I guess they still don't got it. They still don't understand that they've been duped. A lot of these people don't. Says Italy, and how are you going to get something and then it doesn't prevent it? And if you're going to give me a bulletproof vest and a bullet goes right through that fucking thing, what's the point of giving me the goddamn thing? Is it just make me feel better? That's it. And they do that in the military too. Some of them, they give you like the level 1 vests, all right, and send you out fuck against sniper rifles and shit, and ain't gonna help you. It makes you feel better, but it ain't gonna help you. All right. So in reality, that's what they gave you a level 1. All right. They didn't even give you a level 1 because a level 1 tactical vest will prevent against handguns. This shit, the thing you got doesn't prevent against shit. All right, doesn't prevent against shit. What they really did is because getting that, I'm not going to continue to. I won't say that. All right, you should know that by now. I won't say that because they'll for sure take this video down if I say that. They might take it down anyway. All right, if you take it down, Esau, the only thing you're doing is further proving our point. All right. Says Italy has been one of the countries hardest hit by the you-know-what, with almost 179,000 deaths, according to the World Health Organization figures that have been doctored. Back in that time, if you were sick with the shit and you got hit by a bus, that would be considered a you-know-what related death, all right? So, hey. And I know for a fact that happens, because at that time, my mom was working in a hospital, all right? She was a janitor. All right, but what they would do is if someone died, all right, they would mark that they had the thing, all right, and the reason that is because they were getting hazard pay during that time, all right, during when it first was rolling out, all right, because people were freaked out, they were getting hazard pay, all right. So anytime someone died, no matter what it was, all right, whether it was another virus or they were old or something, they'd mark that was the cause of death, all right. And so when those figures go back, all right, to, I don't know, whoever runs the hospital or whoever, all right, I didn't ask much information that, whoever that goes back to, all right, they'll see that there was, what related deaths in the hospital, and their what's the word I just say, their hazard pay, Slovakia, their hazard pay will continue to be instated, so it got them more money, all right, so hey, there you go, that's proof, all right, that's proof. Says former Prime Minister Mario Draghi's government had made mandatory for teachers and health workers in 2021 and extended that to everyone over 50 in January this year. All right, so wait. They made it mandatory for everyone over 50? I didn't know about that. So you actually had to get the shit if you were over 50. You didn't have a choice. Fucking crazy, man. That's what they're gonna do with the C-HIP coming soon. All right, the M to the O to the T to the B. All right, you should know what I'm speaking of. It says a refusal resulted in suspension from work without pay for public employees, while those over 50 faced fines of €100, $99.50. I just pay the fucking $100. Fuck that. So I just pay the $100. That's a lot of money, but it's better than getting rid of the fucking getting the shit. Says the statement added that the minister considers a gradual return to normality to be appropriate, and would suspend the daily publication of data on the spread of the epidemic, hospitalizations, and deaths. The information will now be released on a weekly basis. All right, so hey, there you go. There's another one called. You can go and read this if you want. I'm not going to go all through it. It says some healthcare workers, show unexpectedly low responses to immunization. All right, so low response. They're, it's not doing anything. All right, so this article, I read through this article, like a day or so ago, I think. When was this? On October 27th is when it was posted. So hey, there you go. You can go and read this if you want. It's from newsmedical.net. It popped up in Google News a while back ago, so some of you might have saw it. But hey, there you go, man. Hey, what's it? You can't hide it now, can you? All right. So hey, let's get Psalms 118 and 8. Yeah, let's grab that. Oh, yeah, no. It's like, we'll grab this. I got this confused. Did I get that one as well? Yeah, I got that one as well. Slovakia. All right. This is Psalms 118 and 6. It reads, "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man." Verse 9. Come on. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. All right. So, hey, we're supposed to be putting our confidence in the Lord, all right? Because when you put confidence in man, look what's happening now. All right, now you look like a fucking idiot if you went and got the shit. All right? Now, Esau, I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just saying if you got it, you were stupid. All right? I'm not saying don't get it. I'm just saying if you got it, you were dumb. Okay? That's it. Okay? I'm not telling you, just because you say getting something is stupid, all right, telling someone that that's a dumb shirt, all right, doesn't mean don't buy that shirt. All right, just saying that's a stupid shirt. All right, if you're gonna go and do that, that's on you. All right, we've already talked about that. We've had it's been what, 2 years? We've talked, almost 3 years now that we've talked about that. All right, you Shouldn't have to go on it again. All right. All we're saying is if you got that, it's stupid. All right. It's dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb if you got it. All right. And that's why you don't put confidence in men, because look what happens. All right. Well, no, it's still fine. Okay, cool. If that's what you believe, hey, go right for it, man. Go right for it. That's on you. All right. Let's see. This is Psalms 108 and where do we want to start? Let's start with 11. All right. This is it's titled "His Confidence in God's Help." All right, in the Most High's help. Will not thou, O Yahweh, who hast cast us off, and wilt not thou, O Yahweh, who go forth with our hosts? Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. All right, and this is speaking of something different. All right, but again, this is another scripture that shows you, all right, that helping man is useless. All right, vain, for vain is the help of man. Says verse 13, through the Most High, or through Yahweh, we shall do valiantly, for he it is that shall tread down our enemies. All right, it's speaking of when they're going up against Edom, as it says in verse 10, who will bring me into the strong city, who will lead me into Edom. All right, but hey, again, this is speaking of trusting in the Lord and not trusting in man. All right, as it says, for vain is the help of man. Producing no result. Useless. The help of man is useless, all right? It's useless. It won't get you anywhere, all right? Well, it'll get you in the grave, all right? That's what it'll get you. But other than that, hey, that's what happens. You trusted in all these people and what they did. Hey, and if these people, that old saying, if your friends jumped off a cliff, would you? All right? Hey, if your friends told you to jump off a cliff, would you go and do it? Hell no, you wouldn't. All right, unless you're some type of idiot. All right, which, this whole thing is, showed us how many idiots there are out there. All right. So we'll close that out. This is Jeremiah 17:5. All right. And that's we're going to 17:5 through 6, and we're going to close out. Hey, just a short little lesson. All right, I didn't have too much planned today, but hey, got to put in the work. All right, Jeremiah 17:5 through 6, starting with 5. And it's titled, Trust in Man is Cursed. All right. It says, verse 5, thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. All right. So, hey, you Israelites as well. All right. You the other nations, hey, man, there's no help for you anyway. But you Israelites, hey, man, you have the ability. All right. Well, you don't really have the ability unless the Lord grants you it. All right. But you're the only nation, all right, the Most High is dealing with, all right, and you still, go off and don't trust in Him and do wicked things. So hey, man, thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. For he shall be like the heath in the desert, and he shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, and in a salt land, and not inhabited. All right, so hey, you're not going to have anything good happen to you when you trust in man. All right, all this thing was a warning for when the M to the O to the B, M to the O to the T to the B comes. All right, that digital all. All right, when that comes, hey, from what we've seen with how you people ran off and did this thing, hey, well, you'll probably sign up to be first in the line to get that thing as well. Hey, and if you do that, the Most High is going to put you to death. All right, there's no repenting for that. All right, no repentance for that. Okay. So hey, well, we already see what route a lot of you people are going to take. All right, especially when they make that thing mandatory. All right, you're not going to accept the death; you'll just take it. All right, so hey, and Lord willing, we don't take that. Lord willing, we're part of the elect. Okay, That's why we call ourselves hopeful elect, all right? We're hopeful that we're of that number, all right? But, hey, we've seen through this whole event how a lot of you people are going to act. So, hey, you know, there's going to be a lot of death and destruction coming because you trusted in men, all right? And that's where it's going to lead you, to death, all right? So, hey, with that, I'm going to close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles, that great millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until the next one, Lord willing. Shalom.